Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Brendan McKay, a Pennsylvania-born lefty, gets the ball to start here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
At the plate, Jonathan Davis. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Roll, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1 and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Here's Joe Panik, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he falls behind 0-2.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But, Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Panik, base runner at first with 1 out. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Hit back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, D-Roll. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game, so to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, D-Roll, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. And he takes strike 2.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted in the air to center. Margot on his horse. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Blue Jays on top, 1-0. Ryan Barucki gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
So coming to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Too low, 1-0. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge it.
Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
1 out, nobody on. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, Dero. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Coming to the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. It's been a great season for him so far with the bat in his hands. He's got the average up over 340 here entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Here's the 2-1 home.
Nope, outside.
2 out, nobody on. Chopper to short. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rays held in check here. They're down 1-0. Second inning set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez.
Number 44.
Pitch on the way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Well, it's been a lopsided series so far, with the Rays dominating to this point and taking aim at a series sweep here in this contest.
This team going for the sweep.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
Batting 7th, the right fielder, number 15, Randall Grichuk.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
Bat shatters as this is on the ground to first. But that finds its way through for a base hit.
Batting 8th, the designated hitter, Kevin.
Next to bat for Toronto, Kevin Biggio. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. He's set. Here it comes. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. The Rays had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left in the way they're playing right now. This game's far from over.
Batting 9th.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, I'm going to be locking in on Willy Adames. Elite shortstop up to shoot, young, good hands, quick feet, strong arm. Came over in the David Bryce trade, and we've watched him slowly creep his way to the big leagues.
Up next is Danny Jansen, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. 2-0.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now, but if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
3-0 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
That one's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
One out and a runner on third. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Striding in, Jonathan Davis. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. Choi takes charge and he's got it. 2 down.
The batter, number 2.
Stepping into the box, Joe Panic, and their runners at the corners now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Panic, a former New York Met, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club, showing up during the season.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Now batting, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To the left side, but it's well foul.
Man, he was all over that changeup right there. Just not able to keep it fair. That front shoulder leak just a hair. He's got to regroup right here.
Here he comes again. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2, Sam.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Margot's under it. And that retires the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. On now to the bottom of the second. The Jays lead it 6-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brian O'Grady. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
The pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And there's one down now.
Batting.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's take a look at Joe Panic. I call him the big fundamental because he does nothing wrong on the defensive side of the ball. He has got ice water in his veins and the ability to turn one of the best double plays in baseball.
So now to the plate, Brandon Lau, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Now the pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep and out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Solo shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him. And they're on the board at 6-1.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Into the box now, Willie Adames. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
So a runner on second with 1 down now, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
That's a ball.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Line drive to left. Hernandez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting in, the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The set and the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Two and two.
2 balls.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
The 2-2 locks him up for strike 3. Rays answer right back on the solo home run. We've played 2, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ryan Yarbrough is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. New inning set to get underway, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. Ground ball left side. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rowdy Tellez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now the pitch. And a curveball in for a strike. Yarbrough, a 6'5" left-hander. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's the strike with the breaking ball. 2 out, nobody on. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They lead it 6-1.
We're back now as the Rays are preparing for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning, and this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Line down the left field line. but this is foul near the seats. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 1-2. And that's down into left center for a base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Stepping in now, Hunter Renfroe, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh and 1, here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
To 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
Line drive base hit. Zunino rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as the gap shortens to 4 now.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Standing in now, Manuel Margot, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Even 1-1 count to Margot. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly to Panic covering. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the first baseman, G-Man Choi. And the pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Into the box, Brian O'Grady. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. That's wide. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
In the dirt here, and he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. Line, but speared on a hop. On to Panic, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Jays are out in front, 6-2. All set for the start of the 4th, and standing in is the DH, Kevin Biggio.
Kevin Vizio.
Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now a big looping curveball in there for strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Nope.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And that's down into left center for a base hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Into the box now, Danny Jansen. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 49.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Davis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will land out there just foul. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Fly ball out toward left center field. Margot's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now. Joe Panik. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch on its way. He's running. In there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swing, and he pops him up. Wendell in foul ground, and this will land foul. Panik behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Count still at 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. They lead it 6-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Brendan Lau.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with. Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Standing in, Willie Adames. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Joey Wendell digs in now as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. The 1-0.
2-0.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Yandy Diaz waits on deck. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Sinker misses, ball 4.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
From the stretch. Into the gap in left center. This is down, and it'll head for the wall. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble, but I think they went with him maybe 1 batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
Here now is Mike Zunino as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Oh and 1, here it comes. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. Full count now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, That's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Digging in once again, Hunter Renfroe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One and 0 pitch on the way.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
On the ground to the left side. He's got it to panic covering. On to first, and they get the double play. Up next for the Rays, Manuel Margot, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 0-1 offering. Liner toward right center. A dive, but it's off his glove. And to score from third is the tying run. It's a 6-6 ball game.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, D-Roll, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 4 runs here in this half inning. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
It is absolutely amazing how this game has just changed on a dime right here. Credit the offense putting a big inning together to get themselves right back in this ball game.
2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. 3-1.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the nearly bat around here is 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are all even at 6 apiece. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and stepping up is the shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel. First offering on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit out towards second. He's right there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. We're still tied 6-6. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping in, Brian O'Grady. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The right fielder, Brian O'Grady.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball inside.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, ball 3 there. Hey, and the Rays right now, they would love to take a leadoff walk to start this inning.
They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Fielded by Panic. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Brandon Lau. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Giving chase is Hernandez. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you could see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Sam Gaviglio, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 43, Sam Gaviglio.
Digging in to try it again, Willy Adames for his career in this matchup. He's 4 for 11. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. In his career, Adames is a .270 hitter, a respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Gaviglio is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays. Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, the third baseman, Joey.
Stepping up to the plate, Joey Wendell comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Six runs, 10 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Lau is on his way home. And the runner will score from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and he is in there.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
At the plate, Yandy Diaz. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 0-1 pitch. And he misses there, 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a pop-up now. Tellez has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So here's Mike Zunino.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Zunino.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Rays 8, the Blue Jays 6. Rowdy Tellez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is in the air out to left field. Renfroe comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. 1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And the big right-handed bat of Randal Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Here comes the first pitch.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And there's ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-1 home. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Hunter Renfroe.
The Rays, the left fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
First pitch of the at-bat.
No, that's low.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he misses 2-1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The batter, the center fielder, Manuel.
Now at the plate, Manuel Margot. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside the throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. The 1-2. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. So they continue to swing the bats well here in the opening month of the season as we take a look at the team leaderboard for total runs scored. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. So now to the plate, Brian O'Grady, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with two runners in scoring position.
At the plate now, Brandon Lau, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home.
Nope. Outside.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down to the zone will get him an out.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Second and third here, 1 man out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Into the box now, Willie Adames, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Rays will settle for just the 1. We're through 6 full. The Rays are out in front, 9-6. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen.
Number 9.
Chaz Rowe is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 52. Chaz Rowe.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, as this lead has been sliced down to 2.
Now batting.
Into the box, Jonathan Davis, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Rowe was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Liner towards second, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Joe Panic. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lourdes Gurriel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set, and the pitch. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
0-1.
Hit to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A run for the Jays on the solo homer. Get up and stretch. It's the Rays 9 and the Blue Jays 7. Ty Tice gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Ty Tice.
Last half of the 7th here, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell.
Joey Wendell.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Panic's got it. And he's retired, 1 away.
The batter, number 2.
Striding forward now is the DH, Yandy Diaz. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball 1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Michael Perez will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Low for ball 1, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Drilled right back up the middle and past the sliding attempt at second. That should go as a base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Kevin Kiermaier will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning.
Kiermaier.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. First and second now, one man out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off, ball four, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And that'll bring up the versatile center fielder, Manuel Margot. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the stretch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only one gone.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Wilmer Font is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. Ji-Man Choi will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. From the stretch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. Font playing here in his age 29 season. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's 1-2. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2.
Ball.
And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering.
I got 3 and 2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Brian O'Grady. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Austin Meadows will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. Nate Lowe will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 35, Nate Lowe.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Still only 1 out in the inning. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
No strike.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Now the 3-0 offering finds the zone, strike 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again, fear of bases being loaded, or he's willing to break something off.
He froze him on the fastball there. Austin Meadows becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Stepping in now, Brandon Lau. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
As a look, now the pitch. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Rays 11 and the Blue Jays 7. Nate Lowe stays in the ballgame after pinch hitting as he'll take over at first
Now
base.
playing right field, number 17, Austin Meadows. Now in left field, number 39, Kevin Kiermaier. Now at first base, number 35, Nate Lowe. Now catching, number 7,
all set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First offering on its way. The Rays are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They're all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Right there for strike 1. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher, despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Now batting.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 15.
Now at the plate, Randall Grichuk, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
That misses. 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check. Scoreboard operator got a break as the deficit holds at 11-7. Anthony Bass is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Anthony Bass.
Striding in once again, Willie Adames. He was a double play victim last time around.
The shortstop, Willie Adames.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
The 1-2.
Ball two.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 2.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Here comes the first pitch. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
That gets down and the inning continues.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
To the plate now, Michael Perez, pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Tampa. They're on top still, 11-7. Jose Alvarado comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 46. Jose Alvarado.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and striding forward the designated hitter, Cavan Biggio.
Cavan Biggio.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Alvarado, just 24 years of age. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a high pop-up. Perez moving to his left. 1 out.
Now batting.
Sliding into the box, Danny Jansen. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Natty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Meadows moving back, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting.
Ready now,
Number
Jonathan
49.
Davis. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Fouled off. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. He hangs the K to end it as the Rays break out the brooms at home and sweep their division rivals.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
An 11-7 final in this one. Tampa Bay used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Ryan Yarbrough gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Ryan Borucki was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.